Tell me where you're watching from. All right, who is here? Let me see the first people to log in. Most welcome, my good people. I appreciate that. Joki, I see you. Life, I see you. Faye, you are here. Peculiar Eve, most welcome. And I know you know what to do. Tap for me. Please do the tap. Do the tap for me to help me ring a bell that we have arrived. Tap for me. Thank you for the tap. Who is doing it already? Marvel, thank you for the tap. Francine, thank you for the tap. Judith Kasish, thank you for the tap. You are doing it very well. Claudia Fuse, thank you for the tap. Lois, when you come, Winsman, most welcome. Nalongo, when you come, do the tap for me. Thank you, Mrs. Love. Most welcome. Olo Steve, my brother, most welcome. Betty, most welcome. All right, Rosalind Muungu, most welcome. And thank you for the tap. Cute, you're already doing the tap. Letting guys know we have arrived, and I appreciate that greatly. Who else is doing the tap? All right, when you come, help me ring the bell. We are here. We are hitting our target of 200. We start when you have 200 people. Okay, very good. All right, Eric, my brother, most welcome. Thank you for tuning in, Eric. And where are you? Lighthouse, how are you? Thank you for the tap, guys. When you hit the tap, it lets guys know we have arrived. Megan, how are you, Megan? All right, tell me where you're watching from once you have done the tap. All right, Derry, how are you, Derry? My brother, salamu from Nakuru, Megan. Greetings from Nakuru, Megan, the city of Nakuru. All right, Immaculate, how are you? Betty is in Kisumu. Very good. Ashi, how are you? All right. Hello, Jeto. Greetings from Nakuru. There again, Nakuru, we are represented. Salam from Nairobi, Huruma. Ruth, how are you? From the UK, this is Mukami. Nakuru Ndani, Eriko. Nakuru is really represented. All right. And Ceci, how are you? Greetings from Kakamega. Hello. USA. USA is represented here. Thank you guys for doing the tap. Just a few people to our target. Please do the tap. We fill the target and we keep going. Ruru is represented. Kitu is there. Embu Massive is there. Yufi is there. Aruna. Greetings from Kajiado. From Kericho. Greetings from Nakuru again. Rachel Stephen. Mombasa. Jose. Qatar. Nakuru. Eldoret. Good morning. Greetings from all. Most welcome, guys. We have hit our target. Thank you for continuing to do the tap. The target for starting. And when you continue doing it, I know the numbers will rise. So today I want to give you a secret. What I brought you here today is something you don't want to ever miss. You don't want to miss this. Ulitoka Citizen, tutakupata wapi? I am on NTV every Wednesday. It's a show called Elevate with Benjamin Zulu and Mwikali. NTV Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. After 9 p.m. news, we are there. Jeremy Gerardi, have you heard about Elevate every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m.? Have you watched it? You can go to YouTube and view it there. It's a very wonderful show. It's a show you never want to miss. You want to refer somebody, Duta Ngure, inbox me, Duta, or you can pick it there. Duta on my stream, it's up there. Or you can just inbox me and I'll send it to you. Vika, all right, on NTV 9:30 p.m. Nakuru is so represented today. Kakaire. Nakuru is really in the house. US is in the house. UK is in the house. Thank you, Sindhu. Today I want to tell you a very funny topic. A topic that you should not tell others. Apply it silently and let them see. I want you how to use your enemies to advance, to grow forward, to grow for your own benefit. How to let your enemies benefit you. How to let your enemies benefit you. In 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene talks about do not over-rely on friends. Learn to use enemies. Friends can become political and conniving. Enemies are usually more honest in their hatred of you, in their resistance of you. Because they're trying to stop you and they believe they can stop you. They tend to be more direct. the feedback from enemies and the energy from enemies, I want to tell you how to turn it to move yourself forward. Naturally, when people are trying to say wrong things about you, bad things about you, put you down, ignore you, malign your reputation, your first response is anger. Your first response is frustration, overwhelm. Your response is, no, that's not me, I will not. Fear, panic. But is that way you can use enemies to benefit yourself, to move forward? Everybody has enemies. It's how you relate to them that makes the difference. Thank you for the tap tap TikTok. Thank you for the tap tap. When you do the tap tap, you're letting guys come on board, and I appreciate that. How to use your enemies to move forward. Enemies are those relatives who don't believe you. Are those brothers and sisters or even parents who think you're too hard-headed, you're too high-minded, you're going a direction they don't approve, you don't have a proper career, the career they advised, you're not marrying the person they thought you should marry, you're not doing things at the time they thought you should do them, you're not sending the money you should have sent them, they're not blessing you the way they would have blessed you, you're not doing the way your siblings did, you're not getting a child or bringing the person. Enemies are those people who have turned against you for not doing what they wanted or exceeding what they allowed you to. Enemies are those people you were once close to, but once you moved forward, they became envious and angry. How you dare you move without their permission, and they've started fighting you directly or indirectly. Sankara Johnson, you are saying something I picked from you today is if they can't hurt the feelings of others to protect yours, they are not the one. Yes, Sankara Johnson. Thank you for seeing the page. The page is called Benjamin Zulu Global Quotes. Benjamin Zulu Global Quotes. If you have not seen that page of quotes, you are missing wonderful things. Go and follow that page. Can I get your number? Yes, it is up there, or just inbox me. 3 ways to use your enemies to move forward. 3 ways to use your enemies to move forward. Number 1, use the faith they see in you to add to your confidence. Use the potential they see in you to add to your confidence. Enemies can't back at you unless you're a real threat. If you are a rat, they wouldn't stand in your way. It's because you are a lion. That's why they're trying to, using so much energy to stop you. Enemies have a degree of faith in your potential. If they didn't have it, if they didn't know you might actually disrupt their life, disrupt their order in their mind, threaten their shine, actually outshine them, they wouldn't bother you. That colleague trying to gossip you and destroy your name because they can see that you're capable of doing that thing they're afraid of. If you weren't capable, they wouldn't go that far to stop you. The first thing is use the faith, the confidence that your enemies have in you to move forward. They are prepared for you to come TikTok live, to come Instagram live, for them to talk trash, to make noise so that people don't listen to you. It's because they know actually you have the potential to talk to people and people to listen, to have influence, to change something. They wait for you to open the business for them to bring witchcraft, to bring their shenanigans, mazingaobe, to come there, tell wrong things about you, because they know actually you do have a good relationship with your child. You do have potential to raise your child well. They wait for you to start dating so that they can follow the one you're dating and try to destroy your name. They know you have the potential to marry right. Use the potential your enemies see in you to move forward. Your enemies have a degree of faith in you. Sometimes let them remind you that dogs don't bark at a rat. And there's a book here I want to recommend because of it. It's called Mastery, the psychology of personal success. And what I'm discussing now is in chapter 3, accelerated self-development. You use the frustration your enemies give you as fuel to move forward. The more they are determined to stand in your way, the more creative you become in moving around the obstacle, jumping over it, crawling under it. Because if you stop now, they will have the last say. They will say they stopped you. If you circumvent it, if you go around it, above, under, whatever, crawl, and get over it, there's a satisfaction. You want that one. Your enemies have a degree of faith in you. They have a degree of faith in you. Otherwise, they wouldn't oppose you. If you aren't any real threat, nobody would bother you. It's because of real potential. That's why they fear and panic and make noise and scream. Dogs don't bark at a rat. Hey, let that be a mirror. That, oh, I am worth that much attack. If the CEO, the HR, or somebody above you who has everything ahead of you is fighting you, what must you be capable of? What can they see? That you are like a competitor to them? You're just like a David, a shepherd boy. Why is somebody, a king like Saul, running after you? You're just a soldier. He can see a king in you. Could Saul be seeing a king in me? Could Saul be seeing potential in me? Why is he running after me so much? There must be something about me that is special. Therefore, now I confirm, actually, I am different. Actually, if I'm worth this level of attack, I must be special. Use their faith in you to boost your self-confidence. If your enemies do not think you are capable of doing anything that could threaten their life, they wouldn't come that close. The second strategy. Thank you guys for flowers. Thank you for the tap. Thank you for letting guys know we are here. The second thing you shall use your enemies to move forward is that use their feedback as a sample to improve your work. What I attack, imagine the day you are going to grow 10 times more. What will it look like? Could they be hinting at a real flaw in your approach? At a real issue in your personality? As a real blind side in your methodology? When you only have 10,000 workers whom you are leading, let's even take 1,000 workers, and there's this person who keeps attacking a certain way in which you talk, a certain way in which you present. What about when I have 100,000 staff? When I'm leading the whole Africa, the whole of East Africa, could this be a yawning problem? I'm telling you how to close the door, sit on your desk, and be honest. Apart from the ego pain I feel, apart from the threat I feel, what these people are saying, does it have any degree of merit? How can I polish? How can I improve to reduce that attack? Sometimes you can't change completely. People could just be complaining that you dress like a mshamba. You don't know how to dress. Your dressing is plain. Let's assume you're a woman and you're the HR and you're the CEO, and you keep hearing this feedback. This one doesn't even know how to dress. Dresses like a sub-chief. Who is this being called the CEO? People can't even afford the designers. Some of us are even better. If people keep mocking your dressing, calling it plain, and you're only a HR of 50, a company of 50 people, what about the day be a HR of 500? How glaring will that? Sometimes it's just your style, but it has become a soft spot for them to target. Sometimes you adapt some things to remove the soft spot. You take it in and you get a stylist. You upgrade a little. You don't change your style completely, but you remove the glaring soft spot. That's how you use enemies to improve your life. What they aim at, you actually examine whether that could be a potential area for attack on a larger scale when you're bigger. Remember, the more you grow, the more mistakes become expensive. So when you're young, what people begin to call out, before you grow, work on it before you go too far. Warning, I don't suggest you changing your style and your personality because your enemies will never say that you did everything perfectly. Some of these attacks mean nothing. But when you look closely, some of them have merit. This book called Mastery, The Psychology of Personal Success, get it and combine it with Millionaire Moves. Combine it with Millionaire Moves. It will help you to use your enemy's criticism to improve your performance. Mastery and Millionaire Moves. They're on benjaminzuluglobal.com. If there's a book that helps you grow, is Mastery and Millionaire Moves. The third thing I want you to do before I pick your questions, how to use your enemies to grow, how to use your enemies to advance forward, is when you have a friend who turned into an enemy, you use them to learn and predict betrayal by friends. Enemies who are previously insiders, as friends, as siblings, as college mates, as workmates, people who shifted from being in good terms with you to being your enemy. They teach you the progression of envy, progression of jealousy. If you sit and track down the signs you saw early and what you did not pick, discuss it with a therapist, discuss it with a friend, discuss it with your partner, and come up with keys to identify signs of a traitor early. Use the progression of your enemy to prevent future betrayals. Study how they started getting overwhelmed by your star, by how you're doing well, how they struggled with it, how they could not let you be, how they could not, how they could not manage. Somebody said, what if you are accused of theft by your fellow co-workers? You just prove yourself innocent and do what Benjamin Franklin did. He realized the colleagues were always fighting him because he was outshining them, and he found a way to appear like he's on their side while he's too conducting his personal growth. Pick Millionaire Moves and Mastery. How do you handle a jealous husband? Have a discussion around with a counselor and discuss it. All right. How can I get the book? Inbox us or click benjaminzuluglobal.com. Those two books will help you greatly. How to use your enemies to grow. And if you're in your dating season, get, before you say I do, lasting love and dating right, so that you don't date these jealous partners. How do you deal with that jealous mother? Thank you for asking. Book Mastery is only 2,000 Shindu Black. These are each 2,000. How do you handle a narcissist mother who uses threats and even says she will curse and pray you fail? Beth, I am sorry about that. Get Toxic Relationships and Healing Your Inner Self. When you deal with your mother and also your husband, family person, deal with this too. Yes, we have the ebooks. To get ebooks, click benjaminzuluglobal.com. If you're under 25, benjaminzuluglobal.com, the ebooks. Dreams Before Dating and the Young Visionary are the two books for young people. How do you handle a husband who goes to share your problems with his mother and sister? Again, you have a candid discussion. Marriage, we must write constitutions and agree on things you can't stand. All right? Dating Rise is only 1,000 shillings, and it goes very well with this one. Before you say I do and Lasting Love, the set is only 3,000. Let me pick a few of your questions, guys. All right. How can you prove yourself innocent? You use whatever method is there, evidence and all that. How do you deal with a jealous hubby? No development. Why is he your husband? No development, is jealous. People, what are you marrying anyway? Dating, right? All right. How can I get it? I'm in Tala. We can send there. Please inbox. To deal with a jealous friend who becomes an enemy. Please get how to deal with toxic relationships and combine it with healing your inner self. But mostly, if you are in, these things are working up in a workspace, get Mastery. This is the book that will help you navigate the workspace, combined with Millionaire Moves. How do you handle a guy at work who can't provide for me while I'm supporting him emotionally? A guy at work who can't provide for me while I'm supporting a guy at work. Are you married, Gina? Gina, a guy. Are you husband and wife? What if your partner never wants to discuss serious issues in the marriage and deflects? Again, you handle it candidly. How far can you go if you can't talk? How do you deal with a situation where you have failed in so many businesses and no work? I feel you, but please, I want you to read mastery. Just learn what works for you so that you're not just doing guesswork and millionaire moves. All right? How can I deal with a hubby who always talks things with the friends but not me? People normalize therapy and going to discuss issues that are non-negotiables. Watching from Nairobi, I am always thrilled by your wisdom. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa, Karimi. And then what do I do? A man cheated, 4 years, wife in marriage with... Oh, a man cheated, 4 years, wife in marriage with me, and he fell in love with me. What do you... Somebody who's married cannot fall in love with you. That's just emotional attachment. Married people can't have love for you. That's just lust. How can I deal with a hubby who always talks? Okay, I've already said you need a candid session. All right. How do you deal with a husband who entertains other women on social media? Again, boundaries. Have a session and discuss boundaries. Discuss boundaries and what is non-acceptable. Watching from Cape. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you. All right. Can a mother pray you fail in pursuit of success? When you're grown, you use Proverbs 26:2 that there's no undeserved curse will not catch you. Okay? An undeserved curse will not settle on you. That's, you stand on that truth. All right? Let me pick 2 more questions. Today we're talking about how to use your enemies for success. How, first of all, is you take the potential they see in you to boost your confidence. They must believe something in you. That's why they invest so much. All right? Secondly, you zoom in on their criticism and see how it might play out down the line as your career grows, as your name grows. You need to seal some loopholes. They help you. They help to point out the cracks in your approach. And lastly, you use the progression of a friend who turned enemy to learn the patterns of betrayal and safeguard yourself from such betrayal in the future. Use them as immunization. All right? Where you train your body, your system, how betrayers look like and get rid of them early. How do you leave someone after a lustful attachment? Get healing your inner self to commence your best life and dealing with toxic relationships. Joyce Kanini, you are saying somebody anataka nimchukulie loan ya 5 million and every property kwa jina yake. You know very well you are being swindled. Joyce. And these women who take millions for men and you can't pay even any amount for your therapy. What is wrong with you? You're already considering millions in debt and you can't walk into a counselor, a therapist, a coach, and get some wisdom. Women of nowadays, I don't know how to describe you. And I will not tolerate your bullshit. Look, you're married. Somebody is stealing your time as you watch. All assets are in their name. They even now coming close to put you in debts. And you can't pay any amount and walk into a counselor. I can't help you. You're just too stupid. Continue being swindled. It's just silly. Wajinga ndio wali wao. You're that foolish, you'll be eaten all your life. One of them is here. She's married. The context is explaining. All the properties are going to the man's name. Now she's even being asked to give millions. And if you ask her to get 2 books of 4,000, she'll say that's expensive. 4,000 expensive, but 5 million is not. Properties worth millions are not. Women. Kwendeni huko hata nyinyi. Hata wewe kwenda huko, my friend. Invest something in your knowledge. Get the right counsel. You can't come out when you're 58 to say your last 30 years have been just being swindled. Seated. How else can I help you? If you don't value knowledge, guys, I can't help you. Even the Bible says, because you have rejected knowledge, I've also rejected you from being my priests. Stop despising knowledge. I'm planning to get married. What are the key things I should look out for? The guy is older than me. By how many years? Get this set. Particularly the book called Lasting Love. This person is called who? Voila. Lasting Love, Dating Right, and Before You Say I Do. Get these 3 books. How do I heal? Been away from narcissist for 9 months and I'm still bitter and ghost people. Healing Your Inner Self is your best book, Jojo, and Dealing with Toxic Relationships. Sindhu, you got the points. You're saying thank you. Most welcome. How do you know if the job you are doing is your purpose? Thank you for asking. The book called Mastery and Millionaire Moves will help you know what is your gifts, what's your talent, what's your alignment, what sounds like your calling. These books. All right? Thank you so much, Mr. Zulu. I'm now glued to the app. I'll buy paperback for my friends. Can we invite you to weddings in future? Yes. But I don't know, I'll be very happy to come. Thank you for that. Ben, I'm just from a toxic relationship. I'm happy, but a part of me still miss him. I feel like I'm missing something. Am I okay? Yes, you're okay, just healing. Get this book, Healing Your Inner Self to Commence Your Best Life. Talk about coming out of your mom's place to go and start life on your own as 23-year-old. Thank you for asking. I have 2 books for that. It's called Young Visionary. Blessed Maria, get Young Visionary and Dreams Before Dating. You're asking the right questions. How much is Mastery and Millionaire Moves? Each is just 2,000 shillings. Beth, each is just 2K. In box, you're going to send them to where you are. And let me pick last questions here. Is it okay to spy on your husband's WhatsApp? If there is a reason, if you smell a rat, you can confirm. But otherwise, you don't expect adult spaces for nothing. How do you deal with a man who ghosts you and comes back after 5 months and ghosts you again? You stop entertaining him. You are the one who allows the games, my friend. It does not. You are the one who is just cheap to play with. Close your doors and move on. What are you doing there after 5 months? Are you stuck in life? Should have moved on. Inaccessible. What with your life? I'm in Kigali, Rwanda. Can it still reach me? Yes, we send all over the world, Beth. We are happy to send to Rwanda. Within a few days, you'll have it there. Please click and order. Who has the last question? All right. Facebook. Am I crazy for wanting to end a relationship because he didn't think he should talk to mom after 2 years? You're not crazy, of course. I'm just wondering, 2 years. That's so long. Blessed Maria, these are the 2 books. You can get the 9 books, by the way. The 2 books for finances, the 2 books for healing, the 3 books for dating, and the 2 books for pre-25. The 9 books are on benjaminzuluglobal.com. benjaminzuluglobal.com. But is it okay for a man to gossip you with his family members? The people start gossiping, you know what they mean. They don't respect you. It doesn't matter who they're gossiping you with. benjaminzuluglobal.com. But our emphasis today for the subject we are discussing is Mastery Millionaire Moves. These books will help you use your enemies to move your life forward. All right? These 2 books will help you greatly. benjaminzuluglobal.com. You can also get the soft copies there. Guys, I love you so much. Master is such an eye-opener. I can't wait to get Millionaire Moves. Pauline Cabes already read it. Thank you, Pauline, for that review. Where do we get the hard copy? Inbox Blessed Maria. We are going to send them to where you are. How to overcome fear, moving on from a failed marriage. Winnie, get Healing Your Inner Self to commence your best life, and toxic relationships. The hard copies you inbox, you send them. Fantastic. Live long, sir. You continue shaping and moldering our lives out here. Thank you, Marwa Wilson. Thank you, my brother. How do you do with a competitive friend? No, you don't need a competitor for a friend. Stop them from being a friend and move on with your life. Okay. I'm here to gain wisdom. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abigail Mwihaki. Most welcome. I suspect my husband is about to go marry a young woman, my house help. Dated while I was recovering from giving birth. He lied that I cheated on him. that I'm a queer and a lot of things just to justify his cheating. Yeah, please get counseling, get healing. And Moriah, get counseling. So those kind of people who can cheat on you with house helps and your workers are essentially not on your level. You're not on the same level with that person. They don't have self-respect. You promote them too much. Thank you so much, guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time.